Hi, everyone. We've made it to July. We've made it past the 4th of July. Happy DocTalk. The topics of the day are extremes of weather. And let me first say to our friends in Texas, you're again under major flood conditions, horrible conditions in the middle of the state, watching ongoing rescues. Please take care of yourself and your community. I think we're all aware of how horrible the floods were years ago. And God bless you all for continued safe operations. For people in the community, please heed the warnings. I don't think it could be any more clear that Texas is a zone which can be hit by these very large, what they really seem like are tropical systems that are just trapped there. They're not tropical, but when they spin around in the atmosphere and continue to dump water on you inch after inch after inch, it almost looks like a cyclone over land. So please take care of yourselves. The topic of the day is what's going on in the hot conditions, and that is wildfires and Canadian wildfire smoke. Both of them, we have huge episodes going on now. Let me say, we have career people who go about wildfire fighting, but at this point, we also have a lot of people who are not career wildland firefighters who are fighting fires across the country. A lot of this is centered in the western part of the country, and then obviously now up into Canada. For those that are not career wildland firefighters, this is really important. Your exposure to smoke products impacts your long-term health, and it should be recognized that you're doing work beyond your usual day-to-day work of being a structure firefighter, EMS responder in your community. Wildland firefighters will tell you things like work rest cycles, proper hydration, proper nutrition, following your health, making sure you minimize smoke exposure, and get appropriate rest between your work cycles is critically important for your longevity and for your ability to work safely. If you get fatigued, if you get dehydrated, if you get overheated, it oftentimes will lead to clumsy behavior and poor judgment in the field, which then results in injury. All of these pieces go together and result in you having a higher risk than your normal day-to-day, even in hot weather operations. Please, if you're mixed into wildland firefighting as a structure firefighter, make sure you attempt to dress appropriately. Make sure that you overhydrate at times that are appropriate. Make sure that during your rest cycles, you take in enough calories. And calories in some ways help preserve your hydration status. If you are terribly not nourished, it results in extra fluid loss because your body can't retain all of the hydration that you're putting in. When you hydrate, make sure that you do it with appropriate electrolyte intake so that, again, your body has an opportunity to absorb and retain some of that fluid. If you're just drinking plain water continually, it results in some diuresis that doesn't help you long term. When you get off of the rig and you have a rest cycle, make sure you clean your equipment and yourself appropriately. There's no magic to it. Soap and water works just fine. Getting smoke residue out of your hair, getting smoke residue off your clothing. I know when I'm wildland firefighting in my place, I can't bring my gear inside. I can't bring anything I'm wearing inside. So I have to strip outside, begin to clean off the products and leave all the soot and other things outside, and then come inside, immediately jump in the shower, cleanse yourself appropriately. It does help some if you can get in a body of water. It gives your body an opportunity to further dilute and remove some of the products of combustion that are on you. And make sure you cough at appropriate times to clear as much of that stuff out of your lungs as possible. All parts of wildland firefighting that apply to structure firefighters who are brought into duty in their communities when we have wildland fires. For those of you that are not firefighters, we have the Canadian wildfire smoke that's moving into the United States. It's now across the northern tier. But it, with weather changes, is likely to come into the rest of the country over coming times before these fires can be brought under control. We've already seen the pictures of the big cities with orange skies. This is very dirty air. There's a lot of soot and other particulate matter that's at the higher levels. And then down, some of it on the ground are smaller particulate matter and allergens and materials that will sensitize those who have susceptible airways. So our asthmatic patients, those with COPD, those with other underlying lung diseases, and the children that are susceptible for that need to stay out of that smoke. Some people have gone so far as to leave the area to plan a vacation into air that is cleaner so that the exposure doesn't take place. You have to work with your air conditioning system to allow it to either filter or not bring in outside air. So you recycle the interior air so that soot and other irritants are not brought into your interior air. And you minimize the time outside, and you minimize any open doors or windows or other things, particularly cross flow ventilation that will bring a lot more of that material into the house. If you can't do that, you need to minimize your time outside or minimize your child's time outside. And unfortunately, these weather patterns and the soot and smoke that's in the air can stay for a period of days to weeks. And then sometimes, even though it looks a little clearer, you still recognize that material is above you. It makes for some beautiful sunrises and sunsets, but it's not healthy. So we are at a period of time in the middle of summer here where water and flooding can be an issue in some areas of the country. Dry conditions and very hot weather can be torturing the rest of you. And then we have this additional issue with wildland fires that are not able to be controlled, where the smoke is coming down into the United States and for our friends in Canada. Please take care of yourself. We're going to get through this summer. And please take care of yourself in the heat and take care of your animals. DocTalk, mid-July. Thank you all. Take care.